millions of smartphone apps risk sharing your personal information. Security experts have warned that around 4 million smartphone apps could be leaking sensitive user data such as email addresses and phone numbers. Kaspersky Lab discovered the issue in a number of popular dating apps which transmitted unencrypted user data over the HTTP protocol. This was instead of the more secure HTTPS method of data communication. Security researcher Roman Unukek said the careless design meant user data could be easily intercepted and then used for blackmail purposes. Speaking at a recent RSA conference in San Francisco, Unukek said, "Millions of applications include third-party SDKs, exposing private data that can be easily intercepted and modified, leading to malware infections, blackmail and other highly effective attack vectors on your devices." The vulnerability arose from insecure software development kits, SDKs, which led to the leaking of unencrypted user data. The data at risk of being leaked included private information such as names, age, gender, income, call and SMS history, email address and phone number. SDKs are used for advertising purposes, and in this case developers failed to protect ad targeting data which could have been transmitted to third parties.
Folks, it's time to kick it old school.
The more secure HTTPS protocol was used when apps communicated with their servers, but HTTP was used when data was sent to third-party servers. Unukek said, "They collect user data so they can show relevant ads, but often fail to protect that data when sending it to their servers." He added, "The scale of what we first thought was just specific cases of careless application design is overwhelming." Kaspersky Labs said some of the affected apps involved had millions of installations worldwide. Research conducted by the security experts found that by January 2018 63% of affected apps had moved from HTTP to HTTPS to address the SDK issue. However, almost 90% were still using the HTTP protocol in other processes, which meant unencrypted data was still at risk of being leaked. The apps using the SDKs have not been named by Kaspersky Labs, nor have they revealed whether the issue affects both Android and iOS users. In other smartphone news, Express.co.uk also recently revealed that Android fans had been put on alert about a new malware strain that can steal data from some of the most popular apps on the Google Play Store. Security experts have discovered the Android Trojan which, once installed, can execute its malicious software every time a device is loaded up. The most alarming aspect of the malware is it can extract data from a number of popular messaging and social media apps. The apps that are affected include Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Skype, Telegram, Weibo and Line. The malware threat was discovered by cybersecurity firm TrustLook Labs. In a blog post, they said, TrustLook Labs has discovered a Trojan which obfuscates its configuration file and part of its modules. The purpose of the content file obfuscation is to avoid detection. They added, code obfuscation, hiding increases the malware author's ability to avoid detection and becomes a sophisticated challenge to antivirus software. TrustLook researchers spotted the malware inside a Chinese app called Cloud Module, with the package name listed as com.android.boxa. As always with Android phones, it's always best to only download Android apps from the official Google Play Store to limit the risks your device faces.